I am excited to see some Heraldic plays, and I'm sure you are too. So let's see. First foremost, do we see any Mulcharmy from Mateo? Not quite, and this is what we want to open with. He's playing the full 6 cards of 7, Ascension and Tachyon.
I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense because, I mean, I know he has been testing out this deck non-stop for the last weeks, and he wanted to make the deck as consistent as possible, and I think this is the deck what does at its best, so he goes with the X, turning to the graveyard Decryptor, and yeah.
And there it is. And you can see Mateo smiling.
Because he knows
what's coming. What an interesting deck it is, indeed.
And what I really like about this deck is he can afford to play Ouroboros. So essentially, he can also went and discard cards from his opponent's hand to the graveyard. And here, essentially, is sending double Leo. And usually, we get to see a Leo and a Falco.
Maybe we opened it.
Yeah.
Because Leo is only once per turn, so you can only search for one. And yeah, here comes the key card of the deck, the Stat Whale, which can search 2 spell and traps. It's the card that you should try to stop, because if not, you're gonna have this exact scenario with double Advanced Heraldry Art, which is not once per turn, special summon 2 from the graveyard, and then is able to XYZ with them.
And here it is. I mean, a card we... and actually, there's no interruption from Mateo.
Wow.
Wow, and gets rid of the impulse.
Oof. What a snipe.
Wow, this is huge. And, I mean, it seems as if Mateo didn't draw any other interruptions. So this may be the case where we see the deck not only at full speed, but at full power, especially because there are no other interruptions. And once Cross basically hits the field, I would say that, you know, John is pretty much able and free to do everything it feels like, because now you can tell that Mateo is smiling because he knows what is up next. Double Leo gets someone onto the field, and here with the duo drive.
Yeah, what an opener. Wow, impressive stuff. The cross protects it, which means that you get a lot of advantage, a lot of recursion. Amazing stuff.
This is one of the questions I'd like to ask Gianni. It's why is playing only 2 spells? Because I also seen it maximizing at 3 because it's not once per turn. So
yeah.
And here comes the node. We have also seen over the last tournaments people maybe cutting the node or the star, but I think it makes a lot of sense to play them both just to give consistency. And just look at this. Ouroboros gets bring up onto the field once again, and Gianni plays at full speed. He can play this with his eyes closed. And another card gets discarded from Ouroboros. I think it's Called by the Grave.
Yeah, wow. What an opening.
Yeah, I mean, as mentioned, this Ryzeal Heraldic, it's incredibly powerful. Just look at this, another one being activated. It's unbelievable. And yeah, here just Mateo is just realizing that it's not once per turn.
And yeah, you can see Mateo just saying, okay, just get done with it already. I know that this game is compromised.
And funnily enough, Gianni hit 2 cards, which did not reveal what deck Mateo is playing.
Yep.
I mean, they have been seated. It's quite likely that they have been seated closely at other tables before, so they might know. Gianni may know what is up against. But yeah, here another addition to the deck. And Yeah, I mean, super experienced player. We've mentioned this already. He's just showing us and showcasing how to play the deck. I think this double Leo summon, I don't know how many exceed, not just lost count.
And yeah, here we see the Starlish just as an additional protection effect. And as you can see, the Protoss is gonna be accessed. What an opener this is. What a deck. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time I see this deck in action and no hand traps being activated. And I mean, you can really see and realize how powerful the deck is. And here it is with the Protoss being summoned onto the field. Insane. Insane stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mateo draws for turn and picks up this card. Yeah.
Wow. There it is. And yeah, if it wasn't known, the deck is now revealed. And the Dormouse gets to resolve, it seems.
And the Meowth gets activated from Johnny. This is a...
Oh,
there's
but
the
there
Ash.
is an Ash.
Yeah.
So it gets to resolve. It's also interesting that Mateo is the first player this weekend that we see with only 07 in the main deck as trap cards. Yeah, he's siding the 06, but yeah, only one target in the main deck is definitely brave.
And there's the Fuvalos.
I mean,
Wow.
Gianni showing off strong here. That's rough. He's gonna use this 07. And yeah, basically keep on this advantage. Are comes down. We do give a draw, and it's a pass.
Wow.
So
Okay.
let's see Gianni with a strong opening here.
And once again, there's
Wow.
the X. Once again, there's
Rough.
the X from Gianni. Wow. It's
Are
just...
thrown next
yeah.
into the combo once more. And yeah, Mateo says, all right, what can I do?
He's having a laugh. I mean, here it really depends what Mateo... Is Mateo playing... Is he playing Nibiru?
One.
Yeah, but also he was
But
going
yeah, he
first,
does.
but he was
have
going
those in
first.
the side deck.
so
Maybe he brought them in. I don't know.
I don't know. We really need to figure this out because like he also discarded the Ash Blossom before.
Yeah.
May have another one. And here again, Johnny goes, okay, there's the Droll. Okay, Droll is very good against
Yeah, Droll
this
is
specific
huge.
version.
Droll is big. Gianni is playing 3 copies of Salespan, and often he could even take the risk and call the card. But yeah, this shuts down a lot. Yeah, even this word. How are we going to go about this crypto? Interesting decision, and it is the detonator. Makes sense. I guess you take back the Leo, or... no, yeah, it works as well. I mean, not that it matters all that much right now, but... maybe this draw was a bit much for Gianni to handle. Goes for cross in to this node that we know about. Discarding another Fuvalos. Wow. Full of Mulcharmies.
He's left with one card.
Yeah, but again, this cross.
And there's the nib. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he did bring those in. So Mateo came prepared. Game one slipped away, but he does have the tools to slow down Gianni significantly.
Yeah, the draw lock bird was impactful, but so it was Nibiru as well. We were mentioning this. Nibiru might have come down anytime soon. And yeah. Plays back to Mateo. We may have another quick one. There's the Bestial. Yeah. Yeah.
That is it. Quick one. Quite different from... And we do see an Ash, which is quite important, and a Lancea, but I couldn't quite tell the first card. Was it a Sword or... Let's see.
Well, if it's a Ryzeal, he can do something.
Okay, and this is one of the one-offs Heraldic Beasts.
Okay, he hard drew the Falco.
It's actually pretty good. Oh, no, never mind. Because it has a very heavy restriction, no? You can send one of these from your deck, but you cannot special summon from the extra deck except by XYZ summon that uses only monster with Heraldic Beast or number in the original names. So that's... can be tricky.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually the one you really want to send. We mentioned this before, and hard drawing it must not be ideal, but we will get there. And once again, there's the draw lock.
This draw is big. It shuts down the whale from searching double copy of the spell.
It's not so bad for Gianni, because with the Lancia in hand, it's... and there's also...
but... under draw. Can he even use it? That's the main question.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's under draw. Yeah. Yeah, indeed, I think, yeah. Okay. I think Gianni passed and activate Lancia right away.
Yeah, I mean, the Fuvalos was slightly confusing, but we do have this artifact Lancia, which is going to resolve.
And I think it's resolving.
Or... yeah. Oh,
normal
and
summon draw.
A quite unusual normal summon of Drawn and Lock. into Almirage.
L'ammiraglio.
And yeah, that makes sense. The only reason why you would go for it is going for the backup at Ignister.
And also, I would say a Brave Ash Blossom from Gianni, which makes a lot of sense here to stop the Ignister. And at the same time, I think he feels like this may be enough to stop Matteo.
And yeah,
he's enter battle phase.
we are just gonna enter battle phase and attack over this whale.
How much does Falco have?
Backup, you mean?
No, the...
1600, so it's
Okay.
bigger. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting one, yeah. Memphis 2, we go into... I mean, SP cannot banish because of Lancia. It can still be decent.
Okay, goes for the dark and
a
pass.
pass.
Wow.
Wow. Lot of insane top decks available from Gianni. Can he pick any? And it's Ice Ryzeal. Wow. That's a great one. And there is an impulse, but this doesn't do all the much.
I think maybe the only interaction to be careful of is Nibiru at this point. And also had the hard drawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Hard drawn copy of the spell. Advanced Heraldic Art. Bringing back both. Going right away into the Star Leash. He's not messing around. Playing lightning speed Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment.
And here comes the cross. There's the Ash Blossom, but here, Gianni, you can see that he's playing at full speed because he already knows that he's complete control of this game.
Yeah, you can see he knows, he can smell the weakness. It's all known at this point. And he will do his best to just close this one out right here and right there. And yeah, as you can see, Mateo also knows what's going on. Left with no cards in hand. And Castel just gets rid of the Dark Special Summon. And